Good morning, Stanton, and welcome back to Hurston. We are in Everest Harbor above Hurston. I've been working a little bit on something about why rocks, when you're using a rock for rock mining, it will eventually stop working. You won't be able to operate anymore. It says it's overheating. I'm going to do something to kind of explain this. I'm going to take this Nomad here. Because it's a quick claim, it's also the only one I need to claim, 41 seconds. We're going to claim that, and we're going to talk a little bit about component wear and how you can check component wear and keep on top of it and make sure that does not happen, because I believe that is the reason why most people are having overheating problems or breakdown problems with their rock. Now, component wear is not really well implemented yet in the game. It'd be something that I would consider kind of tier 0. You hear people talking, not with specifically medical, when they talk about medical beds being different tiers, but just game mechanics. So game mechanics that I would consider to be fairly low tier right now. Salvage, definitely. There's really no salvage in the game. Refueling, which is going to be coming out soon. Exploration isn't really there. Science isn't there. Scanning is getting better. I'd say that's maybe tier 1. Data running, absolutely nothing there. Animals aren't even in the game. I can't think of what else I'm thinking of. There's so many things out there. But repair is one of them. Repair is not really, I'd say this is tier 0. It's in the game with component wear, but it's not really useful. So what happens then is, should really get changed while I do this. What happens then is you get damage to your components and you have to land on a pad and you have to repair them. Oh, I should point out one other thing. This is kind of cool. So I'm recording this. I've recorded a lot of extra footage beforehand that I'll kind of intersperse and insert into this video here. But maybe I'll put a little bit of a quick image here also. Something really cool happened. Something very lucky. Somebody, let's just do custom. Let's go with helmets. Take everything else off. Somebody left piles of gear all over the place. So look at all the gear. Like, I found a bunch of stuff. A lot of this is stuff I've got from looting. So all these helmets here. How do I take this off? There we go. All these helmets here. These fortifier helmets. These heavy armor ones. These are all ones I found. This is one I got from doing the jump town for the first time, and then I got another one doing finding Benny Henge the other time. This is one from CitizenCon, but there's some other cool helmets here. Like this here helmet is one of the ones I found. Someone dropped this Paladin helmet on here. One of the Cardillo helmets. There's like a few of them here now. Bunch of cool things, including, let's go to undersuits. I'm gonna put this filter back on. Find undersuits. Whoever this is definitely has more money than I do, because check out what I found on the ground. This is awesome. So whoever dropped these around Everest Harbor, thanks a lot. Look at this. This is the executive, was that what it's called? Venture Undersuit Executive. Look at this. Look at how shiny that is. So yeah, big pile of gear. There's a big pile over here in the corner, and there was another one over here where someone just maybe being nice, maybe kind of leaving these for someone to find, and I found it, and I was super excited to find this gear here. So if you see piles of things on the ground, you can tell they're not medical bags, because medical gowns, as you say, because they're normally like flat squares. But there's a bunch of gear here, so I picked it up. So whoever dropped that, that's awesome. But right now, I like this. Where'd that red suit go? I like the red one. Red one is one I looted. You can see I have a lot of suits there. So I've got a lot of gear now. A lot of gear that I don't really have to worry for a while. Helmets up here. Really cool. So where was I? Talking about repair. So the issue with repair right now is you can only repair on a pad. So I'm going to get the Nomad. Nomad will be here by now. We're going to retrieve that, and we're going to show you a little bit of why wear happens, or how you can tell if wear is happening. So we're going to go on to pad 2. We're going to get to our Nomad. And this is something you've probably noticed where you're wondering, why do I have to repair my ship? I've barely used it. I haven't been fighting. I've just even claimed it, and it's got some wear. Something I've also noticed that if you leave your engines on, I always turn my engines off when I land, but if you leave your engines on and you store your ship, a lot of times wear will continue to happen on those components. and then you're going to have to do some repairs. So normally this is not an issue with ships, especially if you're using something like a Cutlass Black or you're doing some bounties. You're always going to be taking some damage from fire, you're going to be reloading your weapons, and you're probably going to repair as you go along so you realize, oh, there's a bit of a repair needed, and you're going to do that before where ever becomes an issue. However, that's not the case with the rock. The rock usually wears out before you claim it if you've been mining a long time, and that is where the problem has happened. So I'm going to get into the ship here. I'm going to open this up. What a cool ladder. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love how it sounds. I'm going to climb up here. And we're going to go into the seat. And we're going to see how you can check your vehicle for wear damage as well as do the repairs. So I'm sure you've done repair before, and when you can hot swap components out, if you're able to put some coolers in your Cutlass for your rock and switch them out in the field, maybe there'll be a repair tool. Hit R to fire this up. If you get a repair tool, you can do some repairs just to kind of fix something up a little bit. That's going to be awesome. But as it stands right now, repair, I would say, is a little bit broken. So we have our MFDs here. We can use whatever MFD we want. Let's go to this one, and we're going to go to Heat and click Items. And we have some symbols here. We have the health of the item. This symbol here, you can see there's a bunch of symbols with a 0, this little star symbol here, and then we have the temperature here of the different items. This middle symbol is your wear symbol. Right now it's 0. If I hit F1 and I go to the repair, I've just claimed this. You can see the cost to repair is 1 UEC. So there is wear beginning. 1 UEC, basically there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to go somewhere. Where should I go? Maybe we'll just head to Arc and back. So Arc L4, go to Lagrange point. So we're going to fly up. I'm going to head to there. We're going to fly there. And I'm either going to head there and then head back. Oh, I'll move this way. I'm either going to head there and then head back, or if the wear has happened enough by the time I get there, I'm going to show you what I mean. And after that, we're going to go into the rock a little bit and the wear that affects the rock. So we're jumping towards Lagrange point 4. Normally I don't do this so close to a station because sometimes you end up your ship leaves without you, which is kind of annoying, but we lucked out that time. So I will join you again in a moment. So we just have come out of Quantum from Arc L4 at the Lagrange point here. On the flight just a moment ago, we look at our coolers. They both have a 1 beside them now. So instead of a 0, they have a 1. That is the wear on the coolers from the heat that they were dissipating starting to take effect. I believe that is 1%. I believe that means that is 1% damage to the coolers going the distance of Arc L4 and Hurston. So a distance of 6.4 million kilometers, roughly. So we're going to set a route. We're going to head back because I don't need to repair there. I'm going to head back to Everest Harbor, and we're going to just fly back. And while we fly back, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've discovered with the rock and how that affects you as a miner. So we're going to head back. While that happens, I'm going to turn the volume down a bit. There you go. So now that volume is gone so that I can just talk. And I'm going to start putting in footage of the items that I have recorded into the video here. So what I did is I took out a rock, and with that rock I started mining, started to use the equipment, and then I checked it out. So it starts out when you claim the rock at 0, just like this ship here, and the coolers do wear faster than anything else. So looking at that, the drivetrain doesn't wear out as fast, the mining laser doesn't wear out as fast, the mining arm is another component on there, and the cooler. Because you can see, if I look at the Nomad here, you can see all the components here. So all the components are doing well except for the cooler. They're all at 0. I haven't used the guns yet. I haven't used any of the main thrusters yet, but even the power bolt, even the jump drive, it's the coolers that are wearing out the fastest because they're doing the most work, which is why maybe finding a higher grade cooler is better. But again, if you could switch them out on the field, especially a smaller component like for the rock, that's where this is going, and that's going to be awesome. Being able to do field repairs is something I'm actually really excited about. Now, unfortunately, watching that number going from 0 to 100 is not going to help you, because what I found is in situations where I'm mining on Aberdeen, the rock stopped working. I started having issues, and I can't remember where it was. It was either 60 or 80. I think it was actually 60, which is not great. It's not really 100%. It's like just a number going up to about 60 wear, and that's when you're starting to have issues. So check out your rock, check out the wear, and keep an eye on that while you're mining, because it will last quite a while. I haven't really found out if it's better to be mining on a cold surface versus mining on Aberdeen. Aberdeen's better, so I'm always there. I should really look into that. So if anyone has any experience somewhere else, please let me know if they notice that it's lasting longer. Also, if you start having power issues and power down issues, take a look at that in the comments below. Tell me what level you were at when things started breaking, so that we can kind of keep a track on this and try to figure out what's happening, what the levels are. Now, there's 2 ways to fix this. Since you can't do field repairs, you can't swap out components yet, that's not something that's going to happen probably for quite a while. Physicalized components are a long way off. Repair tools and salvage hopefully are coming out around the same time, but I'm sure salvage is well before repair. You can repair or claim. Now with a rock, the good news is it's a ridiculously short claim. So only a few seconds. You just need to go to an outpost where you normally spawn a rock and spawn a new one and claim it, and it's good to go. Or you can repair it. Now, when you land and repair your ship, so you can see here, I'm landing with my cutlass, and there's a rock in the back. Cutlass needs repair, so I'm going to repair the cutlass. When I am done repairing the cutlass, I'm going to check the rock in the back, and there has been no repairs done. You can see the repairs have not been done. The repairs have not happened. This ship is fixed, but the ships inside don't get repaired. What you need to do is you need to put the rock on a pad in order to repair it. You can't do that in a space station. It won't work. When you take it out, usually it gets impounded. Usually there's some sort of error for that. I haven't found a place we can do that. You're going to have to go to a planet surface. Now the good news is you don't have to request a landing at a platinum bay. You can just land at the larger pads, drive up on there, and do a quick repair, and you're back full health, good to go. Is it really worth it doing that than just parking it outside, claiming a new one? I don't think so. New ones, so quick, so cheap. Sometimes it's a little bit easier than there. But if you have items in your rock, in the cargo, and you don't feel like selling it, I don't see why you wouldn't bother since you're already there anyways. Then maybe repairing is the best for you. So that's it. That is why the rocks have been overheating. It's because coolers are wearing down past everything else. Wear on components is what I would call tier 0 right now, which isn't great because there's no easy way to repair them besides just heading to a station and repairing. And you can't choose what you're repairing. You can't choose to repair only one component or another. You're having to repair your whole ship at the same time and pay for everything when you're looking to repair just one component. So when components can be repaired in the field, that's when this game is going to be awesome in my opinion for repair. Until now, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that your rocks are wearing out, which I don't really like because I think of the rock as like a bobcat. And if you ever did any construction, you ever driven around a bobcat, those things are tough. They last forever. And the fact that a component of it is only lasting a few hours of use seems kind of ridiculous in my opinion, as opposed to, you know, the fact that it should last a little longer. Now I can't see. I'm now back at Evers Harbor, so we're flying towards it, but I can't see. I don't want to plow into the station. So I'm going to land at Evers Harbor. We're going to fly in. There we go. That'll work out better. Once we fly in, we're going to see how much repair it took for the Nomad to fly from Evers Harbor to HUR L4 and back to see how much wear has happened on the cooler. It's still at 1 per cooler, so it actually didn't go up there, but it's going to cost a little bit, but not much at all. So we're flying into the armistice zone. Pretty soon I'll have to request a landing. For some reason it's saying thanks, visit again, because it doesn't know that we have left a while ago. There we go. Let's request a landing. Anytime now.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Where's my assigned landing bay? Where do you want me to go? There. Alright, let's go land. And let's find out what the damage is. And we'll check out the components one last time. I do apologize for anyone who's been waiting on this video. I told them I was working on this. Getting the wear to happen consistently has been an issue. I really wanted to find out how long it took for something to wear down. But running the mining laser isn't wearing it down as fast as I thought, as much as just potentially being at a hotter location. I haven't got all the variables yet, so this is basically explaining why it's happening, but the exact amount you can mine in any particular location is something you're going to have to figure out on your own just by experimentation. Knowing at what level it's going to stop working is something that's also going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to hit F1 here. We're going to go to repair. Oh, before I do that, we'll just look here. It's still showing up at only 1 on there. It hasn't quite reached the point of 2% yet. So hit F1. And you remember it was at 1 UEC repair cost. Repair is not available. Am I not in the... maybe I'm too far forwards? Can't be the case, can it? Let's try this. And this is the issue with repair also. Repair doesn't always work. It's not letting me repair. So, if I turn my engines off. I don't think so. So this might be an issue that we had before, where repair wasn't working at some rest stops. Even though it gave me the option a moment ago, it's not showing now. Repair is currently not working. So that is another issue you'll find. It seems to be mainly at the rest stops, the R&Rs, not on the ground. I've been having no issues repairing the ground, but occasionally repair issues at rest stops. If I go into a hangar down, actually, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try in the hangar in Lowerville, see if that works. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a cut here, head to Lowerville, see if that works, and then we'll see how much the repair costs to get your ship fixed up in Lowerville. All right, here we are heading down to Lowerville. Man, I love this game. I love just flying into locations, and Lowerville is still one of my favorite locations. It just is such a fun, easy place to land at. In my opinion, New Babbage did this about the easiest to land in, but definitely I like Lowerville. I like the spaceport, I like the look, I like the industrial. Kind of reminds me of like the Star Wars aesthetic as opposed to the Star Trek aesthetic. The nice, dirty, well-used, well-lived-in environment. Also reminds me of a lot of jobs I've had working in fairly industrial places. So, cool, cool, cool. What a fun place to be. So I'm just heading into Lowerville here. Put my landing gear down while I make this call. And we'll let them call while I get a little closer. Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? This one, perfect. So once we're in this hangar here, we're gonna try and repair. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if this is working, at least in the hangars. Speaking of hangars, I really wish they would get the personal hangars going. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be so awesome. That was actually not bad landing. I'm kind of happy with that one. Alright, so we are now landed. Fingers crossed, everyone. Repair.
Landing complete.
There you go. 6 UEC. Not much of a cost, considering that's all the wear. Heat. Items. 2. It's up to 2. Not much of a cost. Now, if you are looking at the items that you have, and you can't see that wear, you may be on power. Power items does not show you wear. It only shows you, I'm guessing, still this is item health. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. You must be on heat items in order to see the wear of each component. And you can see all your components here. You can go through them all and check and see how well they're holding up. If you've been shooting a lot of guns but not taking a lot of damage to your ship, just reloading and going out doing bounties, you may start getting noticeable wear on your gimbals and on your guns themselves. Thrusters, I'm assuming, is if you're doing a lot of atmospheric flight. The different there's guns, the different coolers, the power, the drives, those are all going to be taking wear and damage as you're working. Now, if I leave this without hitting I and turning my engines off, and you have this in storage, I do believe wear continues to happen on these. What I might do is I might just kind of get out of my ship like this, leave it on. I'll come back later and I'll see if there's any wear happening here, but I'm not going to really show that in this video because I'm just finished recording this. I'm going to start kind of editing this out, putting all the other footage in. So this is just kind of for my own personal experimentation, but maybe I'll put it in the comments if I have noticed significant wear once that happens, but it's probably not going to be when this video first comes out. Or I might mention it in another video if I remember. Let's hope. I've been kind of scatterbrained lately with work, so maybe not. So until next time, get out there and do some rock mining. Just keep an eye on those wear levels, and hopefully you're not going to run into any trouble. Until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir.